Chill. All right, who we on? Who we on? What's going on?
Oh,
What's
so
going
now
on?
we
Hold
pushing.
on.
Yeah, my bad, my
I
bad.
got a good question. I got a good question from chat. Where do y'all rank Jason Kidd among NBA guards of all time? My friend has him top 5,
Point
and I
guards?
don't think he's close.
I don't.
NBA guards?
Yeah, like Buddy said.
That's what's tricky. It first of all, it's breaking up. But NBA guards, NBA point guard Jason Kidd is in my top five.
NBA
But
Magic.
guards. Oh, NBA point guards.
in my point guards, Jason Kidd is top five. Mine.
Name me the other. Wow. What is he 5?
Point guards. Point guards. Okay, point
And,
guards.
but you see, you guys are gonna get mad because I don't have Magic Johnson in it.
Okay, no, that's perfectly fine. I just want to hear your 5.
Because I never seen him, so it's like Magic. You and Isaiah, I heard, watch stories, but I'm good on y'all.
Okay.
So I have Steph, John Stockton. This is just no order. Steph, John Stockton, Jason Kidd. I loved Gary Payton, like loved, but I didn't put him in there because I seen up and coming new point guards. So I had I said Steph, J Kidd, love John Stockton. GP would have been there, but I go with the new age. Like I'm a fan. Like I'm a huge fan of Dame Lillard. Like
okay.
huge. Like he's really like that to me. So I would put Dame in there before I put like all the historic dudes because I didn't see y'all play and I get y'all what y'all did for the game, but me as who I like is Dev four and I wouldn't even think of 5 like Russ maybe or whoever, but them 4 I'll always say them 4 before I name any other 4.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't put Isaiah, Magic, but just because I didn't see them, like and when
And
people
that's
name
totally
their 5
fair.
and they put. Yeah, and they put who they put is like it's cool. Like I don't knock it. I don't think Steph or all them stuff is better than Isaiah or better than Magic. I don't compare. I didn't see them, so I can't even
Yo,
say.
but they
You know what I'm
said
saying? But what
Lenny's
John Stockton
asking.
was doing.
I feel like Steve Nash was also doing a little bit of that. But Lenny says you have J Kidd over Iverson. I always was under the impression that
Iverson's shooting
Iverson.
guard.
I
First and
always thought
foremost,
he was a
Lenny,
point guard.
Iverson is a shooting guard, and you wasn't even listening to what I said. I said I don't. It's no order, Lenny. I was just naming. And Iverson is for sure shooting guard. Eric Snow was the point guard. And then when Eric Snow came out, they put Aaron McKee at the point, and Iverson stayed at the 2 and shot the ball. How many times you've seen an Allen Iverson highlight where he got an assist? I'll wait for your answer, Lenny.
I just feel like him dribbling the ball. It was a lot of pick and rolls. It was a lot of off the dribble stuff. He had the ball in his hands a lot. It's one thing to come up the court and pass it to Iverson. If that makes you a point guard, then okay. I just need to know how many points all of those guys that you named, I need to know where their assists at. Was he a point guard in Denver?
Who?
Allen Iverson.
I don't think AI was ever a point guard, bro. He started the scoring guard little guy mentality. That came from him.
Yeah, no, I understand that aspect, but for a guy to come up past half court and pass the ball to a Kobe or pass the ball to Iverson in that era, it's funny to me. But I mean, I'm not going to disrespect Derek Fisher
that was their job.
because he was getting busy.
That was their job. That was their job, bro. Iverson, and it's worse to say Iverson wasn't a point guard in that era because you got to think about it. That era is the era of point guards.
Name them.
That's when
How?
you had
You didn't
pure-
name
that's when you
one
had
point
pure
guard from
point
that era.
guards.
You didn't name one point guard from that era.
I'm talking about the era. I didn't say good point guards. I meant point guards, like
catalyst.
pass first guys, like Tim Hardaway. That's a pass first point guard. You had like the next star point guard. His name was Derek Harper, and he was Charlie Ward. Those was like point guards. The Rockets had Kenny Smith later in his career. Who later on? Then you still had Stockton in the league. You had Gary Payne. Those are real point guard. Iverson came and he's like. Some things about to change.
But I feel like it was point guards always guarding him, and those things, it used to get nasty.
Because he's 6'1", bro. That's why. That's the reason, because he was 6 feet.
If it looks like a duck, quack like a duck.
Shaq, is no way. It's no way you think AI was a point guard.
I really thought he was a point guard all of these years. Like I'm like, that's a guard that can score.
So LeBron's a point guard as well.
I 100% put him there. 1,000% put LeBron in.
Okay.
Yo, see, this is what I'm talking about. How is
So,
LeBron James
listen,
not a point guard?
Exactly. This is how it changes. This is how I asked you that question because I knew your answer. How can you say LeBron is a point guard and he brought the ball up, and Iverson is a point guard and he didn't bring the ball up?
Because if you give it to me past half court, the same with Kobe. If I always got the ball in my hand, I'm doing all the pick and rolls, I'm taking all the shots, I'm making all the decisions, I'm the point guard. I'm the catalyst.
Shaq, it's something called an Iverson cut because he didn't do pick and rolls.
Yeah, but he was faster than everybody else. You can't just
What
say,
are you saying to me
that
right
that
now?
was the that.
Keep going.
What do you mean?
Keep going. I'm
What-
killing you right now. Keep it reeling. Keep it reeling.
Because okay, so is LeBron James a point guard? Is LeBron James a point guard?
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, so then what are you saying? So you're trying to tell me if we go look at
How-
highlights right now,
the ball
look,
up.
the Iverson cut is literally AI going across two screens on the top, getting the ball in the corner and making his move. So if I'm dribbling the ball, yes, exactly, or find somebody at the hoop to pass out to. Just because you didn't see those highlights doesn't mean he wasn't a.
It's the score. How many times do you see
AI,
LeBron run an Iverson cut?
AI literally
How many
averaged 9
times have you
assists in
seen
a
LeBron
playoff
James
series.
run an Iverson cut? How many times?
Go check it. AI's literally averaged 9 assists in a playoff series. So for you to sit here and try to act like,
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. How
if
many
you can't
times have
guard
you
me,
seen-
I'm scoring the
Listen,
ball.
How many times have you seen LeBron, Ray John Rondo, Chris Paul run Iverson cuts?
Why does that matter?
I'm just asking you a question.
Those are two totally different eras of point guards,
They're not
like you
running
said.
Iverson cuts for point guards. They're not running Iverson cuts for no point guard. They're running Iverson cuts for players. They're still running Iverson cuts today. That's how we know about it. For someone who you want to go and get a bucket. Yo, Ahab, go get that bucket off of your cup, boy. Let's get it. Don't go and drop.
And that's why you have that's why all point guards in today's age are scores, you moron. They're all scores. Chris Paul just got 37. Steph Curry is a scorer. Russell Westbrook scored. Damian Lillard scored because Allen Iverson was the first one in that era. But it ain't my fault that bigs can't space the floor like they used to, because if you put those bigs back in that age and AI's coming off those picks, he's throwing it like this to him.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you another thing. All them players you just named, Russ, Steph, CP, they still do something AI didn't do. They bring up the ball most of the times. That's
the funny thing.
Then passed it.
So if AI was in this era right now, you just think that's the funny part. You just think he's gonna look around like, what do I do? I'm dumb. No, he's gonna freaking go out there and be a catalyst.
But you also just said you can't compare errors. You just said you can't compare the errors. You cannot take because you cannot take a Boeing and compare it to a freaking Wright brother plane. You can't compare the two. It's evolution. I keep telling you guys that, and you just come on this podcast and act like evolution is not real. I don't understand it. Tell the honey badger that. Don't tell me that. Back to what we was talking about. But back to what we was talking about. You just can't do that.
That's never gonna go away.
Ever.
No.
You should.
All right, listen.
All right.
Oh man. All right, my bad.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's the next topic?